All right, so there's a lot of question marks surrounding around Starbucks and what their earnings are going to represent. Tomorrow they have earnings after hours. That is Tuesday, May the 3rd. And I'm going to be live for those earnings as well. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified when I go live at 3:45 p.m. Eastern time to react to these earnings as we go into the close for tomorrow. Now, this is very interesting, right? Because we're seeing a lot of demand in the retail space. People out there spending money in areas such as hospitality and entertainment, which Starbucks kind of falls in line with, right? But they were also a really good benefactor of the pandemic in a sense, not necessarily in same store sales, but the online and digital sales, they killed it. They crushed it. Stock was up at its all-time highs just 9 months ago, and it's down by nearly half. So let's take a look at the chart here in a second, but they do have earnings, as I'd mentioned, after hours tomorrow. That is May 3rd. And the earnings expectations for this is 59 cents per share. They're expected to bring in $7.6 billion. Now, Starbucks still isn't without its headwinds right now. We're seeing that they have struggled a lot, especially in China with a lot of the shutdowns that are going on there with their zero COVID policy, which is an absolute joke, and we all know it. But nevertheless, Starbucks is still suffering here. We're also seeing that we also heard from the CEO or former CEO has stepped down, and Howard Schultz is now back at the helm here for Starbucks, at least momentarily, and we'll see where that goes. And there's been a little bit of ruffled feathers, especially when it comes to buybacks and that sort of thing. So what are they going to report on this time around? And to be honest with you, I just really don't know. This is a stock where, lots of times I'll have convictions on things where I'm like, yep, this looks like it's pretty bullish. And then, nope, it's not. This time around, I'm not quite so sure what the direction is going to be for Starbucks. And I think it's more of let's wait and see what happens after earnings and what they have to say. Regardless of this fact, I think that Starbucks is still going to be a good stock to hold on to long term. They're a fantastic stock. I mean, the company is great. They're not going anywhere, right? It's just in the here and now. What are we to expect? And so let me go ahead and show you the chart right now to kind of let you know where I'm thinking here, because I do think that the risk reward is actually quite good. We can see that this is the daily chart here on Starbucks. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys $126 is where we were looking at in July of last year, just 9 months ago. And now the stock's trading at $74 a share. Absolutely wild. Looking at this, I think that the risk reward, like I had mentioned, is good. We're at oversold territory here and RSI sitting at 30. We have a PE trading at just 21 times next year's earnings, which is slightly above where the S&P is right now at 17 times. So it is, I guess, if you want to compare it to the overall S&P, a little undervalued. However, it's Starbucks at the end of the day, and this is always trade above S&P regardless. So I do think that there is a really good risk reward here. You can stand to wait till after earnings, though, just given how much this has come down and the upside that it has. You don't have to get in here at the bottom. The chart has yet to have actually formed one. So I would say that the risk here, while is low, there's still risk just considering the fact that it has still gone down in a straight line and has yet to really make any kind of turn whatsoever. If they miss earnings again, I would expect that Starbucks could start to test lows that we haven't seen since the beginning of the pandemic, which is around $70 per share. And you can see here that it got as low as $50 at the pandemic lows. I'm not expecting anything like that, but I think that the pain could still come for Starbucks if they come in with a less than stellar earnings number. So let me know what you guys think about this in general. Do you think that Starbucks is worth buying up before earnings? Are you willing to wait till after earnings come around, just kind of make a decision from there? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are below. And make sure that you're also checking the boxes here. I just covered Airbnb as well as AMD stock as well. If you guys want to check that out, make sure that you click on one of those boxes as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified when I go live at 3:45 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll see you then.